I'm just going to wait for people to show up, but I will be beginning with reading on Marilyn Manson and the current allegations against him that seem to be growing. Hi, Anne. I know where you're. Dublin, right? I'm going to be looking at Marilyn Manson's allegations. Hi, GM Dave. Thank you to the 5 of you that are here. Just so you know, I'll wait till we get maybe around 10 people in the room, and then I'll go ahead and begin. Give people a bit of time. I need to warm up anyway. And just going to zone in on Marilyn Manson's energy. It's really strange, you know. Before all of this started to come out about him, oh, you're an early riser there, Anne. Beautiful Dublin. I've been there for a family reunion many years ago, but it was great fun. Anyway, welcome all of you. Please stick around. I'm just getting warmed up. You know, can't just jump straight in. But, so get yourselves comfy. I'm going to be looking at Marilyn Manson. Some of you may not know who he is. He is an entertainer. Hello, Teresa. We got the Night Owl crew, and we have Heidi. Hello, she's in Australia, I know that. So I'm going to look at Marilyn's allegations of sexual cruelty and abuse, and even more so, Rachel, shoot, I'm blanking on her name, of course, and I love this actress, Rachel Wood, something Evans Wood. Anyway, hi, Desrat. I'm always up at this hour, love, since I was a small child. Honestly, my dad used to freak out. I'm just getting ready to read on Marilyn Manson, and rather than coffee, folks, I have hot cocoa. Hello, Kathy. I just want to say hello to everybody. There will come a point where I'm not going to be quite greeting everyone as much, because we all know when we go to watch a video of these types of videos that taking, to each and every single one, unless it's just a small crew that night that come in, can be a little bit much for everyone else to wade through. So I want to thank you if you're here, and I'm really glad that you are. And just going to just chill, and we're going to read on public topics. I will be beginning, I'm just getting warmed up, on Marilyn Manson. Now, yes, hot cocoa, delish. Can't go bad with that. I'm just wired this way, you guys. I'm serious. Wired this way. Wishing everyone also a safe year. So what was I going to say, guys? Oh. See? I got off track. So, anyways, I'll be reading on Marilyn Manson and the allegations by a growing number of people about his behavior And I started reading about him, I don't know, maybe a couple of years ago. I was reading initially, you know how you go on the internet and you just get sucked down a rabbit hole. It was one of those. And I was reading about Keanu Reeves and his first wife and the tragic loss of their child and how it affected their relationship and ended up tragically splitting them apart, and she didn't do very well afterward, apparently. Forgive me, I don't remember her name, and I feel horrible for that, but I am just terrible with names. Forgive me. Anyway, she ended up dying in a really bad car accident. She had been partying at Marilyn Manson's pad, and it was a pretty intense, long, for many hours, kind of party session. Hello, Aquarian. Hello, everyone. And what happened was she ended up ready to go home. And she went to drive home, and she was certainly under the influence of uncertain many things. And she got a call back that was telling her to come back, that Marilyn had decided that he didn't want her to, that he wanted her to come back and hang out some more. And so she was, I guess, going to turn around and go back to hang out. And this is at some point in trying to do so, she ended up crashing her vehicle and dying in the automobile accident. And so that's when I began to kind of read, and I've never been one to, like, nobody's perfect. I don't expect Marilyn Manson to be, but that's what first kind of put him on my radar of, oh, that's a bad deal. I hope that they're not partying like that anymore. But then, through the years, you've kind of seen that he's got a lot of problems, and drink seems to be still an issue. So that's what first put him on my like question mark. And I don't want to judge, because he might have some really cool songs. My daughter, one of them, really likes some of his music, but now, and then I know that they will be feeling very differently. My gut level instinct, I will tell you, as far as Marilyn Manson's, what I feel, I think, yeah, okay, I think he is. And he just has a certain kind of a debauchery. Let's be honest. Okay? If you're not familiar with him, I will be, at the end of this stream, putting in some links for people. But even his Birthchart is very interesting. It's pretty intense. He has a Leo moon, a Leo ascendant. He is a Capricorn. And I think he has a Scorpio placement as well. But just really powerful. Yeah, he's an interesting fellow, right? I mean, to be fair, I don't it's theater to me, okay? And so I try to give performers a chance. I like a variety of music, and I just never really kind of flowed his direction. And so, like I was saying, Keanu Reeves' first wife, and I think maybe his only wife, passed in a car accident after she and he had divorced. She'd been on a spiral going, unfortunately, God rest her soul, in a bad way. And that made me think, God, what an arrogant, out of touch, who does he think he is? He must be on something. To think, oh, I'm just gonna, girl, you gotta come back. But he, I think, provided a great deal of party favors that made certain people want to hang out. So I think he held a lot of sway, and a lot of he does. Now I know that there's been this has been trying to bubble up for a little while, and I took note of it, and it's one of those things that then you kind of put it back in your mind. Everything else, especially with our political climate, didn't think much of it until here recently. And of course I got some on me. Of course I did. So, everyone has a shadow side, right? I'm not going to make excuses for him. Some people can be very deceitful. And they are not the same as they are necessarily with each person, But there are a growing number of people coming out. One of them, and this again was another band that I was never into, Lizkit, whatever, he was not the front man, but I think a bassist or guitarist, and Wes something, he came out in support of women that had made complaints. That's all I know. So this is not old, okay, guys? I think on the inside circle, this is a very well-known thing with him. It seems. So I am going to take the cards, and I'm just going to have a look and see what's going on with him and this. To me, it's like Bill Cosby. It has that whole vibe. Hello, Charles. And hello to all of you who might be quietly lurking. We are just beginning our public topics session with the allegations of sexual impropriety, abuse, and filming up women's skirts. I read there's another woman that's coming out against him for that as well. I mean, like, filming up people's skirts. Who does this? Okay, I'm no spring chicken. I wasn't born yesterday. I know that people have their things. Okay, whatever. We're all grown-ups. But, hey, Colin. But, when you are doing things that are messed up, I'm just going to check my cards while we're warming up here. When you are doing things that are messed up to people, and for one thing, like, Rachel Evan Woods claims that he groomed her. She's beautiful. I mean, to me, she's one of my favorite actresses, number one. She's very talented. And I think she's very beautiful. And, when she was younger, she's beautiful now regardless, but I have a picture that I found, and you can certainly see why she would have been attractive and naive, and here she is in Hollywood, just starting to, hungry actress, and that seems to be the thing with Mr. Manson. Is that how it goes, folks. When you are the one that's got the crash pad, the party supplies, and you've got a nice lifestyle, other people will want to get to know you. They'll, networking and all that. And you're younger, part of the scene, all of that. How easy it is for people that are a bit yet impressionable, especially if they're younger, to succumb to that temptation themselves. It's like, well, and I think he seemed very exciting. He certainly captures my attention, and I'm not attracted to him by any means, but yeah, I get it. I get why initially. But unfortunately, what happened was, yeah, Rachel Evans, Wood Evans claims that, Evans, whatever, claims that he groomed her, that he would do, and I don't want to go into great detail. Yes, he walks on the wild side. He does. He does. But I think part of his kink, let me just cut to the chase, is I think he kind of likes taking advantage of that innocence. Yes, yeah. It's a sadistic thing. So I think that S&M aspect, it's not a wild jump with this guy, but you know the difference when you're older. God, you know the difference between when you're 21 and somebody is 18, how different that gap seemed to me at the time anyway, just writing my cards. I'm going to use the Haunted House Tarot, one of my favorites. So we're just going to take a look. I'm pretty sure that given common logic here and looking at the pattern, yeah, his energy bothers me too. It's like, and I think that's why I didn't kind of gravitate toward his music at the time, though I thought, okay, that's interesting. I'm more into bands like STP. That's like, I'm a total STP Scott Weiland fan. So I just didn't vibe on Marilyn Manson's stuff. So I've got my cards all written up and they feel like they're ready to go, you guys. Thanks for sticking around. Hey, 14 of you. I appreciate your presence with me this evening. Hanging out. We're just hanging out on a Saturday night. Well, Sunday morning. Going towards that. So, don't mind me. I gotta dial in to put on my spiritual hazmat suit and dial in at arm's length using the buffer of the universe and my spiritual mentors to read on him. What in this situation? I just want to know what the universe wants us to know about this situation with Marilyn Manson and these allegations growing that he's a debauched mofo. Okay, so you know what? I just got a flash. He pays people, I'm sure that he's not alone, to, you betcha, to do some spiritual energy work. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm also, I'm Reiki initiated. My mom's a Reiki master, and so I just generally am sensitive to, and I'm picking up that he goes, oh my God, I'm getting, this is just opening up I'm getting an impression that he goes and, pays to have curses, that kind of stuff. Now, I don't want to say stuff like that because I think it's woo-woo and weird. But there are people that do that, and I might be completely out of my freaking mind. But it's something that came to me. And so just for what it's worth, or isn't. This is as I'm trying to dial into him. I feel like there is a little wall there. So I ask the universe, help let me get through there. And what do they want to share with us about these allegations in Marilyn Manson? What is going on with him? Why is he doing this to people? Or not? Is this just a big misunderstanding? Filming up people's skirts? I don't think so. But I'll be open-minded. You tell me, Tarot. What is the deal with Marilyn Manson and these allegations? Okay. I gotta set up my other camera so you'll be able to see. The Lovers. Straight off, I get the Lovers card. Let's see if I can take the glare off, okay? And we get the Two. Now look at that energy, the Two of Wands. So we are talking about sexual energy right off the get-go. Boing. Sorry. There you guys are. Boom. Okay, I think we're dialed in. Like we're over here cracking codes. The Lovers and the Two of Wands. And I read in pairs. Okay, so that's definitely, he's a sexual explorer. And good night, Dave. You can always check the recording. So he gets the Lover, there's the Lovers and the Two of Wands. So there is definitely very energized, his life. These allegations ring true according to the cards, but the Moon and the Hermit. Yeah. He's secretive, and there was mention that he had a dungeon in his, I don't know, residence. And this is where Rachel said that he would bind her up, basically, in all kinds of manners, and that she found it to be very humiliating. I read her thing today. And somebody else said that they could corroborate that because they had gone to his house, I don't know, for something, and that room existed. They thought it was just a prop or something like that for something they were shooting. I think it was something like that. But anyway, what I get from this is perversion. I do. And liking them young. And that innocence thing. Yeah. And he's a far out there kind of guy. Absolutely. But if you want to be far out, you got to make sure that the people that you're being far out with are on board for being that far out. And because I get the Moon with this, I feel like there's deception. And because we're dealing with the Lovers and that Two of Wands, he's being deceptive about, it would indicate, his activities with in you know, interactions with other people. Here he is, the King of Ruin, basically. So he gets the Ten of Swords. There's his card, the King of Pentacles. He is a Capricorn. And the Ten of Swords. This has been a long time going on. This has been a very long, painful thing. And it is a torturous kind of card. Someone that likes overboard aggressive stuff. So, yeah. And that is falling underneath the Lovers and the Two of Wands. So it's falling, his cards are falling right under that sexual energy, and the Ten of Swords, which is not a good look. He gets the Nine of Wands. This is him. He's had to defend himself before. This is not the first rodeo, and he's defensive. But this time, I think might be, the feeling just came to me, he's run out of, like a cat runs out of 9 lives. I think he's used up his chances this time. Because that 9, that fatigued 9 of Wands, where what used to be that sexy 2 of Wands is now fatigued and under the moon. Yeah, this is pretty dark. Don't worry, I always do clearing prayer and stuff like that for viewers in my channel, and here comes the great big wheel of karma, also called the Wheel of Fortune, falling under the Hermit. He's been doing this, like I said, for cycles of time, maybe even lifetimes. I'm sure this is karmic, you know. Okay. Not that I ever thought not to believe, because I myself am a rape survivor. So I totally had a personal, full disclosure, investment in knowing whether or not this is true about him. But I don't automatically think, I wait and see. Okay. This is him seeking help, or this is to do with the need for help. Also, I'm getting quid pro quo. He, like I said, provides, I think, the environment or whatever it is that somebody else might want. I think whether it's contacts, people that he knows in the industry, drugs, a place to sleep. Yes, there is nothing more demeaning than rape. And that 6 of Pentacles is paired with the 8 of Wands. So he's looking for people to give him help, which is what I think Dita Von Teese did. Now, that's there's always been something about her that's kind of like him, made me go, not sure. This could be, because it's falling under the cards reading the Lovers, the King of Pentacles, that's him, and that 6 of Pentacles. Then he gets the 2 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. I feel like this is more support will come out for Rachel. I think he's done this to a lot of people. Here we have laws, here we have rules, and this is the Hierophant. Lawyers, lawyers. This falls under the Moon, the 9 of Wands, and the Hierophant. He's going to be, And we see the 2 of Pentacles. He has an instability, and it shows that he goes back and forth. Now, I'm sure that, Rachel did say that he would use his bipolar, I thought, cycles as an excuse. I thought I was reading. Again, I was late. I was kind of scanning. But that rings a bell. And when I look at this last line across, it's the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Two of Pentacles, back and forth. I think there's just going to be enough support that he's going to be in trouble. He's going to be looked at, because I just get more and more people going to come out. I think it's going to be like a Bill Cosby thing, where you get more people coming out. And yeah, it's a very dark place. He does not have. He's meant to deal with it in this life, because the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Pentacles. You know, this is. Yeah, I'm afraid he is definitely guilty of what has been alleged, and I do believe he will be getting a number of different lawsuits coming at him. This will bring him down pretty quick, because I feel like they're just going to start a flood of them. Yes. Hello, all of you 25. Thank you. I'm so grateful that you're here. If you would please hit that like button. It really does help our struggling channels such as mine, because they've made some changes and it affects our channels now. A lot of us are losing, I don't know what they're doing with subscribers. It's very strange. I notice it's not just mine. So please do like, subscribe, make sure they haven't unsubscribed you or something funny going on. I don't know. So yes, and I think he can look forward, like Bill, to being taken to court. Eight of Cups. He's going to want, I think, to do a runner. There is somebody here, though, that might abandon him. This, I don't know. Maybe this would be a record label, a manager. I don't know. Maybe it could be someone, you know, that dealing in entertainment. I feel like there's an abandonment. Or maybe, for all I know, it could be somebody that he was going to do work with. See, somebody bounces on him. And I see here now we have two women with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Sun. So what he gets exposed for is, I think, this is about, I think, control. My God, it has a voodoo doll on the card. You know, it's about control. He's used his lifestyle, his money, and his influence, yes, absolutely, to take advantage. It truly is the year of disclosure. I cannot tell you how many times I almost, like, when I look at some of these political people in trouble, I'm just like, and I can just feel it. It's like, and they will be exposed, and, you know. It's just about, it's really about also for those of us that haven't done these kinds of things, it's about also looking at our denial, and where denial is dysfunctional in our life. And it's what happens when you get that privilege. You get you know, very acclimatized to a strange place in Hollywood. Yeah, it's a weird, it is, you know, very different from Northern California. So people need to understand that haven't visited, that not all of California is like Hollywood. It is a place and a planet all its own. Hello, Jennifer Taylor. Hello to the 20 viewers that are hanging out late with me. Thank you so much. Please hit that like button if you would. That is so helpful. Weinstein, yeah, he was the beginning, and then Cosby. Cosby really, they held out on him for a while, but all it did, and I have a feeling we're going to have a similar kind of an energy here where like it just kind of spitballs into more and more and more people, it looks like, feel comfortable, because truly I can tell you, as someone that's a survivor of rape, that I never came forward. I didn't, because I lived in a small town, and it would have ruined my family, and not that we were anything great, but it was a small town, and like my family would have, like, it really would have been awful. And I was 17. So, when you're that young, you know, actually, that was, well, anyway, these people have to be taken to account. You know, if you're gonna get, you know, your freak on, whatever, but it's got to be consensual, and with people that you know better than you're taking advantage of. And if you got to brainwash somebody more or less, or groom somebody, that's not courtship. That's not dating. So, also, I think the positive part of this will be that younger people that might be more naive, the more this becomes like a common knowledge kind of thing. You'd think it would be, but you know, when you can get swept up, I totally get how people get swept up. And then if one of these guys wants to give you excessive amounts of something, bad stuff can happen. So they've got to be put in a place to make known that just because they have this power doesn't mean that they get to abuse it, that they will be kept in check. And that's definitely what this year is going to be about on so many levels. On so many levels. I thought I hadn't taken a look at Trump, so just for shits and giggles, I'm going to just drop in on him right now. Like a psychic eye. With goggles and a hazmat suit. Let's take a look at and see what he's doing. How is Trump feeling right about now? Shall we take a look and see? I will take a look. Since we're in the gutter talking about gutter trash, so apparently Marilyn is definitely gutter trash, and he is not cool. Not cool. Very dark, and not in a fun, dark kind of emo way. No. Swamp pie. Blech. Yeah. It's rancid. Let's just take a look. I'm getting something about Ivanka, and I've kind of been getting like I know that they're trying to prime her up, but it's not going to work, you guys, because she's going to be caught up with her own legal issues, and so will Jared. But let's just take a look at him. Let's see if the neon glow stick in Florida what is he up to? And I do it through the arm of the universe. Seriously, that's how you have to learn how to keep your energy cleaned up after you read on these people. That's real important. Okay. I feel like I'm hovering over him now. Okay. Ugh. Let's take a look. Let's see what he's doing. Fighting. He's got to be beating somebody's ass, probably smacking somebody around. My guess would be Donnie Jr., maybe to the back of the head. He seems to like to do that to him, apparently, when he was in college. Yeah. Oh, he's angry. Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands. He's a cantankerous, angry man. And he's still angry right now. Right now, he's angry. I use Palo Santo. Sage kind of makes me nauseated. I can't, I might be sensitive to it. I like, but I use Cedar and Palo Santo are my signatures that I use. And he's really bored because he got banned from Twitter and most of the social media. Just like I said he would. Yes, I did. I said he would. There's a reading. Yuck. The lovers. Oh. Nobody wants you, Donnie. And I think you might be finding that out. He's, oh God, he's bored and would like company, but no can have. It's about loyalty. He's doing that loyalty thing. He's all wound up about that. Moon. He gets the moon. Falling under the Five of Wands. This is secretive. Surprise, surprise. But like, he's like a rat clawing as the ship is going down. This is the Knight of Wands. Look at all this wand energy with Trump. I'm reading on Trump, in case you're curious. Just taking a look to see how he's doing. Yeah, he's furious. I mean, I think that being this angry would just be exhausting. He thrives on negativity, so this is the Six of Swords, which is moving. Oh yeah, you guys. Remember how I told you that he can only stay for so long? I wonder if this is an indicator that he's going to be feeling pressure to find another place outside of Mar-a-Lago to move to. And 10 of Swords. There's no welcome mat. I think he's finding that he's burned his bridges. Yeah, he's trying to seek out people that would to network to, do him a solid, and he's coming up with no dice. This is apparently making him quite angry. He's on the phone a lot. And through the limited means by which he has of communicating. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh. Sitting there with his thumb up his bum. Oh, hello, Bridget. Yes, I'm a real night owl, and at the weekend, I think it's as good an excuse as any to indulge. Hello to all 26 of you here. Thank you, you lovelies. Please make sure to hit that like button. So he's using the phone. He's making phone calls, and I don't think anyone. I'm just getting. Nobody wants to return his call. Okay, this is someone he's going to be hitting up. Somebody he thinks is Mr. Moneybags. Who's that, Putin? You better be careful. He's going to run out of money before he can make those long distance calls. Maybe he's looking for a new lawyer and all of that. He's furious. That's just too bad. He's targeting, though. I feel like this anger is going toward a King of Pentacles. And so I'm sure we will be hearing in an article, because he won't be able to tweet about it or anywhere else, that that he's. Thank you for hitting that like button, Bridget. I appreciate that. I think he's just constantly with the phone. He's calling at people, and he's getting a bit of a surprise that there's some people just not returning his calls. They want to move on. They don't want. He's radioactive. Radioactive. Remember that song? Back in the 80s, that's how old I am. And here is this Putin? Could be. Maybe. We have the King of Cups. Ooh, guys. Look what I get. Is that relationship over? Are we done? Is Pootie and him broken up? End of the day, he's going to realize Pootie's not taking his calls. What? Yeah. This is the secretive stuff. Here we have the High Priestess. And the Seven of Swords, loss. It's also lying. I mean, take your pick with him. And spying. Yeah, I do think he gave Putin, of course he did, information. He probably, with gravy and cherries and whatever on top and whipped cream. I do see Biden staying in office for at least one term. And then I just gut level feel that we will get a female president in the next. That's just a very, very strong. And when I get this certain feeling, I know I have to do it like this because there's no English words that convey the feeling. But when I get that feeling, I'm usually close to being right, or, So that's what I think. We will have a woman. I just feel it really strongly in the next. I think Joe just did us a solid to get us through. And he, my God, the man's old. He needs to... Although I think he's a Scorpio. He likes being active. They like being involved in doing things. So, and he's the positive. He's not perfect by any means, but he's a heck of a lot more positively dignified as a person than any of these other jokers have been. It's been like a nightmare. The last 5 years have been traumatic. Yes, Carol. Oh, it's so good to see you, Carol. Hello, hello. And we haven't caught you live yet. And Bridget, it could be that. I did kind of get that too, that if Biden's health starts to, if the stress starts to wear a little bit, it's, there could be a transition of someone, but I feel like he may well yet be able to do a full 4. Hi, Carol. So that's what I see for Trump. He's mad as hell, and he's just fit to be tied is the word that comes to mind, because he cannot use the social media. Let's take a look at Ivanka. So I'm going to drop in on her now. So talk amongst yourselves for a minute while I dial in. Yes, I feel like, and I feel like, this is an interesting time. There's things he really wants to get done. So I think that he's a very tenacious man, and I don't think for 2 seconds that he will drop the towel until he's really doesn't feel, that maybe he's not able to give us the best that he can do. I think he would be big enough of a man to say, you know what, it's time to hand over the reins. And I can see him doing that. It's just something I have in my, that I can just, I feel that. Or something like it, It's a very interesting time. So many social activism, and helping each other is really going to be what the whole point of this virus and everything has been, to slow us down, to get us to have and see, with the contrast of this Putin and Trump and all these horrible people, how important empathy is as a human being, and that not everyone clearly values it or has cultured it within themselves. And it is not about money. You don't have to have money to, in fact, we've certainly seen quite the opposite. And to be a powerful person. Powerful person, is someone that deals with their fears and issues and tries to work on themselves so that they can be a more positive influence in the world, even if it's just in your small local community. That's what I figure. Just with this, it's got to start somewhere, right? And so I think it begins. We still, I think, are a little bit kind of punch drunk from the last craziness. All right. Ivanka, see what you are doing. Just to look on her. How is she feeling? Ivanka Trump. Okay. Well, she wants to, I feel like, control the family image. Good luck with that. And there's the Queen. Here's Melania. Oh boy, what did I tell you about her and Melania getting, I think, very competitive here. Yeah. I feel like she's eyeing the as being, she wants to be the face of their family. But there's something with Melania here. God, girl, give it up. She's just like, she really doesn't want Melania to have one more, 2 cents more than what she should have. Hello, Sharon. So she's like, she's wanting to make it clear to the family something about Melania, and we're looking at personal wealth, and we're looking at a 2 of swords, which in this case feels like a block to me. So what did I tell you before? I'm getting that again. She's wanting to block Melania out of family money, out of profit. So I wonder if Melania is starting to like pack, like the first 10,000 of her bags already been packed and probably loaded on her boyfriend's jet or whatever. She wants the attention. She wants the attention. So look at that. Ivanka wants to come up in the public eye. She really wants that. She wants to try to, I think in her mind, rehabilitate their family brand. I can hear this kind of stupid talk. The fool. What did I tell you? Stupid talk. And the fool jumps out. But she's a fool. And she wants basically, I think, Melania to have like $0. Zero. Here's all that money. And this what she want. Yeah. Here, Melania, you can have nothing. Bye, girl. So that's what that looks like. And we get the 3 of Wands with that fool. She foolishly thinks, and she's going to try to go out in the public, I think, with her dad's stuff. I don't know. Whatever this nonsense that they are dragging out as a rallies or whatever. Maybe that's what, but I think she wants to go broader. I think she's going to try foolishly, yes, because of that 3 of Wands. She's going to, in the 4 of Wands, she's going to try to reach out and I think try to control, basically damage control. It's not going to end well, though, by these cards. And there's something going to be public about, I think, connecting with Melania coming up. The Sun, so there's will be revealed. They will be in the spotlight. Oh yes, for their excess. 9 of Swords. That's right next to the Sun, falling under the Melania card, with the 4 of Wands, that public card, and the in the public card, making it public media, social media. Yeah, they are control. She's like, it's like, really, girl, you got nothing that you need to sort out? Maybe like not going to prison yourself? Sweetheart, she does not even have a clue, you guys. These people live on another, privilege, that bubble that they've lived in. It's going to be a shock when it bursts. I'm telling you, it's going to be like landing on shards of glass on their bare ass. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so, okay, it's just going to show that there's instability, and instability mentally and financially. Hold your surprise. And there's back and forth to do about income. So she's fighting over money. And look, it's ego. She wants to be seen as the winner and the star and the sun. I mean, she's like the next egomaniac that's going to try to saturate media in that family. She's going to have to get you. And we have the Empress. And we have the King of Wands. So, this makes me feel like we're either dealing with, Jared's certainly not the King of Wands. So there's kind of a maternal energy here, and it could be money as well. There will be something that, with along these lines, this guy, I think, I don't know if she's going to want backing from him, but she's not going to get it. Another one that cuts and runs from them. She's just like her dad. It's weird. She's going to find, like, nobody's returning the phone calls. She's not getting a response back. Now here we have, again, loss. This can be spying, eavesdropping, and her. Surprise, surprise. So that is where that's at. She's going to be very frustrated with that. And here's, oh God, Jared looks like he's partying it up. Here we have the Three of Cups. She doesn't look like she's spying on him. Maybe that's it. And Eight of Wands, ooh, she's not happy there. This is the petty card, the bully card, the angry card. I think he likes to overindulge. There's fighting about affairs. I don't know. Maybe their relationship or activity. God, probably more than I want to know about. Where do you stop? And there's something that there's been an offer that she's going to reconsider. Some sort of offer that was made. I don't know, either to herself or maybe it was something he said to someone else. It's about control again. She's trying to figure out a way to control him. She's trying to figure out a way to control Ivanka and Jared. Unbelievable, these people. Okay. I got it in a Jared's. Yeah. Apparently somebody's getting it from Jared's, maybe not. It's like, and you start to see that, in the reading, and you're just going, ew, I don't want to know. But you kind of like, Mm-mm-mm. So, I will recap for a moment in case people wanted to know about Marilyn Manson. Yes, I do think he's guilty of the things he's been and will be, I think, getting accused of. I expect there will be more people, in fact, for him. Does anybody want to put forward a public topic for me to read on? Hello? Yes, Marilyn Manson. He has been accused by a growing number of people, among them the actress, is it Rachel Evan Wood? I'm never sure if I'm saying her name right, but I do love her. She's one of my favorite. He is definitely guilty of being, I think, grooming her at a young age is what she's charged. If you Google, you can find it all out. But that's basically the long and short of it. The cards indicate he is guilty. Freddie Mercury, Ted Cruz, and Josh Hawley. Well, Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley, I just read on them not too long ago, and I just saw the end for both of them just looked so dark. I'll check in on them. I will do Freddie Mercury, but I will do Freddie Mercury on video because that really involves me kind of having to not have other people like y'all in the chat room I've got to be totally focused. And I prefer to do it that way. But yes, I imagine he would be very kind soul. I would like to read on him. And I will do that. But I will look at Ted Cruz and Josh. You just think, can they not see how awful they are? I just see that their careers are going to end. But I'll take a look really quick. Okay, let's look at Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz. Ask Spirit to show me and reveal to us what we need to know about their future and what's happening with them. What do we need to know? Okay, I feel like I'm picking up on them. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. And we have the Emperor. This is a repetition they've done over and they're trying to get better. They're trying to get better at. They're trying to get something about mastering. Okay. Here we have probably the Biden card. And the Fool. New start. See, they're still not wanting to give over. Whew. They're still not wanting to give over. That he's... Oh my God, these people, they're still, I'm being shown, they're still working for Trump. They're on Trump's payroll. Yep. They still see him. They are his whipping boys. Oof. Tower. So all this work that they're doing for him, all these efforts, it's going to be their own undoing, you guys, because when you get the tower, it's a reset, you know? No matter if it's for you or them or me, it's a reset in your life where if something is not authentic, that you've been living an inauthentic way, you'll be called on it, or it'll be forced to crumble out from underneath your feet. That's right. They are they want that power. There's drugs. There's people that love drugs. There's people you get addicted, but there's people that get addicted to power, and they're the most dangerous. Or Trump, drugs and power. Great. And usually that goes hand in hand. And here we have loss with the Five of Cups, you guys. And this falls under the Emperor, the loss. They're I know it will shatter their reality, but it shows that they're going to just have to, something's going to happen with what their involvement, and they're going to lose out, I think, be ruined with that tower. The tower does not usually tickle you. And this is serious loss. And this is their partnership. And then they'll be worried. They are really stupid. They are actually really, really stupid. They actually think that they still have some kind of chance. That's just what I cannot believe. I just cannot believe they actually think they still have some kind of chance. It's on the horizon. We have, like in the very near future, I'm talking could be even days away, something that's going to open their eyes. They are going to be in a place of loss in connection to Trump, and they're going to be very finely worried about their association, and their associations not only with him, but with the other people. And that comes because Biden is going to be coming for them. Yeah. They are not going, what they're going to be shocked at is that they're not going to be able to throw this. I cannot believe it. With the Page of Pentacles there and the Six of Swords. I've got a kitty at the door that wants in. The King of Swords. This is, and the Magician. They're going to try to, I think, throw Trump under the bus. Oh my God. Yeah. So that to salvage themselves, they're going to realize, God, they are stupid. They are so stupid. We get the Fool, the Nine of Swords, and the Magician. Yeah. Oh my God. God, the stupid, it hurts, it burns. And this is to do their little clubs and their little groups and all the little things that they enjoy. All that. Biden's going to be looking into investigating, I think both of them too. Especially when these partnerships, it will only, their activity is just doing, I think, intelligence and stuff a favor. They can just watch them, because apparently they think that they're bulletproof, and they're not. It's unbelievable. They really still, are under the influence of his bull crap. Real. And I do see it, you know, I think I could see both of them. She really wants in. I can't get up to let her in right now, though. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Well, they're going to have a rude awakening, all of those folks, because though they will, I believe, give Democrats difficulty, at the end of the day, their day is up. I keep getting that. It's a new era, and people need to realize that. It's an era about being honest, and honest with yourself as well as others. And it just like I I just got that flash of Liar Liar, Jim Carrey's movie. Do you guys remember that one? No problem, Carol. And I thank you all, 35 of you, who are joining at a late hour on a Saturday night. I'm sure there's other people doing lives and stuff like that, but I appreciate you popping around. Okay, so now I'm going to get a set. I'm just going to shuffle my cards, kind of do a little clear on that Trump energy, because it is so you. So I'm going to burn my Palo Santo. I love Palo Santo because it is, I love the scent of it. I seriously do. It is my jam. So we're just, that's what I'm doing. And seriously, because like after all that, I'm not kidding you guys when I say that part of how I deal with reading on dark stuff is you also learn to clean your energy. It's not a joke. It's not just to sell cute little new age items. Doesn't matter really what you use as long as your intention is there and you have some kind of resonance, I think, with. But I'm going to be starting out a membership where I'll go into more things like that. For anyone that's interested, I am working on that. And there you guys go too. Here's some Palo Santo for you. Okay. Because we've been reading on some dirty people. God is good. Oh, interesting. Yes. It really does. So I thought we'll focus now on something positive. And I want to just let the universe come through and relate what it wants to share that we need to be aware of, that maybe we hadn't thought about. Something that is relevant to most of us right now that perhaps because we've been overwhelmed with so much that we've just not been aware of. Okay. Yeah, but I don't mind the stench of weed. You're talking to the Cali girl. Something, was that love? Sorry, I mean that. Love feeling for Valentine's Day. Yeah, it's all about the love. I'm going for positive because we gotta keep an even balance, right? So let's go to something healing and positive that is for all of us tonight. I ask Spirit to share with us, all 35 of us who are here. I ask Spirit to share with us a pertinent message for each one of us. And I will simply play an interpreter. Okay, I am asking Spirit to share with us something that is pertinent for each one of us. Now we'll just keep this in mind afterward and see if it has any resonance. Okay. This is what the universe has to say. We're going in a better direction. The 6, we're moving on. So one thing I gotta get used to, sorry guys. 6 of Swords. We are progressing. This is good. At least if we're gonna have pain and went through all of that, it's good to know that, hey, the universe is saying, guys are doing a good job. You're going in the right direction. You're tracking, and you've gone through a lot of hard, traumatic, choppy, stressful, traumatic journey. Mouth's getting a little dry. Gonna have some more cocoa. All right. And our futures now are literally going to be brighter, just from what you were saying. Brighter days, guys. The universe is going to push us forward. Oh, and here we have the very playful Page of Wands. And we're dealing with, I'm getting the hints of technology and communication. And usually it's my electronics and social media. Also, it's just creatively a time of fresh inspiration. And we're just newly arriving at this shore. Tea. If I have tea, I'll be in trouble, because I'll be up, well, doesn't matter, I'm up anyway. And here we have the past with that 6 of Pentacles and children. Okay, you guys? The next card that we are drawing is the Knight of the Knight of Pentacles, which is continuing, I think, to work hard and create a better future for the next generation. When I see this, and what we have also the next generation coming up, having gone through this experience, will be bringing more light, into the world, to fill in, make sure, that this does not happen again, and putting in that effort. This is definitely about looking after each other and thinking ahead to other generations. And the universe wants us to just do, it's like, it's not hard. Do the right thing. Be helpful. Be there, for people emotionally. Be there. You may not have a lot of money, but be there for people emotionally. And make sure that the people you're with are there, that you spend time with, are going to be there for you too. It's a two-way street. Otherwise, you'll get burnt out. Here is the Hanged Man. this is the delay and the sacrifice that we've kind of gone through here, been going through. And this is the celebration, the celebration card of the Three of Cups. There's a release, and there will be a release coming upon the horizon. I think that we celebrate. I think I'm getting a feeling more to do with COVID and more people getting vaccinated and its rates going down. That's just what came to me. 10 of Wands. This is talking about stress. Okay, and it's speaking, the universe is also speaking about, I feel like, things that your subconscious, this is like what I told you. It is a time for dealing with denial and a time for dealing with yourself also very honestly, and being honest about your needs and if you need help, that kind of thing. And I feel that the universe wants us to kind of clean up our areas of fear, and Trump has been brought in to kind of really kick off that lesson to us about how toxic it is. And so I feel that we're at an end with that 10 of Wands, where we're being pushed to that to get rid of that, so that we can open up more of our intuitive channels. And you cannot receive if you hold on to a lot of garbage. Your hands are full, you know, you got to open. But you have to be careful. And here's, this is a new era again. It is a big change in the universe, in our universe, and in the history of, I believe, actually human beings. The change that we're undergoing right now. We will definitely be moving forward. We've been stuck in that hangman, let go, and holding on to a lot of issues that probably aren't even our own sometimes. Here's the world. Let that shit go. You can't own your own power if you are holding on to a bunch of old junk. You can't embrace, because you're still holding on to old stuff, and some of that old stuff isn't even yours. 2 of Pentacles. This is the up and down. This is the instability from the past and the present, and the pressure that of kind of the moment that we're kind of at is that pressure point before I'm getting a release. And the Queen of Swords. This is also about knowledge and wisdom and thinking before you speak. And also using your logical and rational mind against your fears. Because it comes under the moon. So we're going to be working on our shadow selves. That's what it's saying. And it's a positive thing, because it's saying this is something that's been stuck. A past pattern that we need to let go of, really let go of. And it's an unnecessary stressor in our lives. Especially when we realize it's like, hey, these aren't my shoes. Whose shoes are these? These are somebody else's. These are my dad's issues. These are whatever. So it has to you have to let go and move on so you can embrace new things. And what you're letting go is so that you can hold and enjoy something that is better, frankly. And that goes for all of us. I feel like, especially where friendships are concerned, that two of pentacles, any kind of bond, make sure it's with somebody that can adapt and change. And you just will be finding that, you know, you have to adapt. And if you don't, this is about being in a better, a stronger position to speak truth to power and stand up for yourself, for goodness sake, and your boundaries. They're not going to believe it when you do that. Look at that. It's like, you know what? That's bullshit. That's what I just hear somebody saying. And it changes. It's a game changer if you stand up for yourself and your boundaries, folks. You know, there's one thing about being friendly and amicable, but not, people need to make sure they don't mistake kindness for weakness. And since I've been going, I am going to go ahead and sign off. I know a little bit about astrology. I am like a novice, long-time novice enthusiast. But as far as charts, I don't do personal charts and that kind of thing. I have knowledge, but it is not like as an astrologer. Yeah, and you know what? If you are blunt with others, I have family members that are very dynamic. You got to turn that around on yourself and say, okay, how would I like someone talking to me like that? Let me turn that tone, that look, that everything that I just gave somebody. Yeah, I do it sometimes, and I got it. You know, that's okay as long as it's about mindfulness. That's the thing that spirit kept coming back to me. Like when I'm going to the bathroom, when I'm stopping for a moment, it's like that's when spirit seems to come to me. It's like, hey, you know what, Maya? You need to talk about mindfulness. It's like, I'm going to the bathroom. Spirit's like, hey, no, you need to talk about mindfulness. I'm getting ready to log off to y'all because it is 12:47 here, and I don't want to over fatigue in case I want to do another reading tomorrow. So I'm going to bid you all with great love and thanks, and thanks for hanging out in my live with me. And please like and share if you enjoyed. And I'll be back doing more lives when I can. And I thank you so much, and I'll see you. Much love to you guys.